Up here in the high Himalayas, the air is thin, the temperatures are lethal, and the terrain is almost entirely rock and ice. South Asia is defined by several long-standing territorial disputes, but the standoff over this specific frozen corridor is uniquely complicated. Nepal and India are historic allies with deep cultural and economic ties, making the sudden intensity of this territorial deadlock highly unusual. They are deadlocked over a tiny slice of mountain geography, known as the Kalapani-Lipu Lake-Limpiadura Triangle. This is not a sudden modern land grab. It is a ghost from 200 years ago returning to cause friction between two neighbors. The tension stems from an 1816 treaty and a single geographical ambiguity, a disagreement over where exactly a river begins. A single undefined line from the early 19th century has created a modern geopolitical friction point that neither side can easily walk away from without losing face. The catalyst lies in the Anglo-Nepal War of 1814, where the expanding British East India Company clashed with the Kingdom of Nepal. This map of Hindustan shows the regional layout following that conflict. To end the war, they signed the Treaty of Sugali. The treaty was specific about the northern border. The Kali River would serve as the physical dividing line. But the document contained a major loophole. It declared the river as the border, yet failed to define the exact geographical point where the Kali River actually starts. Tracing any river upstream leads to a fork, making the starting point subjective. Nepal claims the western tributary, placing the source at Limpiadura. India relies on the eastern tributary, where the springs emerge at Kalapani. Because the physical landscape is ambiguous, this literal fork in the river has resulted in two totally different, mutually exclusive maps of the same region. Regardless of historical maps, India has maintained physical administrative control and active military outposts in this area for decades. Establishing outposts on these freezing, desolate ridges is a massive logistical challenge, making the intensity of the standoff over such terrain seem counterintuitive. The value of the land becomes clear when you look at the tri-junction, the exact intersection where the borders of India, Nepal, and China meet. The Lipulek Pass within this junction provides high-altitude oversight and allows for the rapid deployment of forces. Beyond the military advantage, the pass serves as an established route into Chinese markets, giving it significant long-term economic value. China's sheer proximity turns this localized disagreement into a high-stakes geopolitical chess match for supremacy in the Himalayas. The mystery of the river's source provides the legal battleground, but the real fight is for strategic leverage in a critical corner of South Asia. International borders are the physical results of historical collisions and modern strategy. They are rarely as simple as ink on a piece of paper. In this triangle, 200-year-old treaty language is clashing directly against the fluid security requirements of the 21st century. Nepal holds to a historical and geographic claim centered on the Limpiadura tributary. India relies on decades of administrative presence and the vital security needs of its northern frontier. How do you define a border when history points in one direction and modern reality points in another? Who is actually right?